technical career skills for the future. Okay, so Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program is a program which would bring together all the students from all over the world who have a passion for technology and have a desire and craze to learn more about technology and help the community. As a student ambassador, we get an opportunity to interact with our peers, mentors, professionals, and also learn Microsoft technologies and implement them in the real world. I will discuss the eligibility criteria with you all. Like, okay, so you must be at least 16 years of age and actively enrolled in any degree, like bachelor's degree we are doing, and you have some experience in coding or technology is helpful. So if you don't worry if you don't have any technical background, you can still apply because students of all academic background who are interested in the tech career can grow their skills, and this platform actually provides you the resources, tools, so you can learn while implementing things. Okay, so there are some benefits, like there are three stages. First of all, when you apply to this program, you are enrolled directly and you will get a tag of Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. Then there is alpha stage, which will which will you open or unlock while completing a Microsoft Learn path. There are you can get all over the free access to Microsoft Learn, where you can learn different technologies and different fields. By completing this, you will get a Visual Studio Enterprise subscription benefit and also certification voucher. For completing the beta stage, you have to conduct an event in the community, and for the gold stage you can conduct many events such like that. You can interact in the community, you can help others, and this is the most beneficial thing as becoming a gold ambassador. You can maybe invited as a most valuable person in this community. and and more benefits are like you get Office 365 subscription free. You can get Visual Studio. We all use Visual Studio for writing code, that too free, and 150 monthly Azure credits, event support. They provide you the whole tools to conduct an event. So all are these the benefits which you can get. So this is the path. The first batch you get is while when you get enrolled in this program. The second batch you can get when you just complete one learning path, like it is written down there. Complete one learning path and you get that batch. I'm hosting and this event. So after this event, I'll get a beta tag, like you can see in the requirements, and then when I'll conduct and be more interactive in the community, I'll be selected as a gold Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. So let's go and see what are all the how you can apply. Okay, so first is the personal information. Yeah, you can just okay, so there's lag. Okay, cool. You can apply from there. You can open the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador official website. There are particular sections which you would like to fill. First is the personal information, where you can add your name, last name, all of the email ID and everything you can add there. Second is the academic institution information. You are currently enrolled in which college, which degree are you completing, your state and your expected graduation date. And the third part is the main part, the main thing which gives you the tag, or you can get enrolled in this program. It is divided into three parts: inspire, tech and promote. You can okay, the first question is what excites you about the technology and why do you want to help other students to learn and grow. You can just write whatever you are enthusiastic in, whatever have you learned before, the workshops you have conducted before, or the like you have conducted in some of your high school events or something like that, you can write it. The answers should be true and genuine with all the honesty, like yeah, you are really enthusiastic to enroll in this program. And the second is the teach section, in which you have to provide an answer in which you have to write a technical it is asking like how would you teach a technical concept to a peer that has never heard of it. So you can be creative with your answers, right? You can collect information that how you will fill this form, how you will answer the teach a friend who has not known any technical concept earlier. And the third one is promote section, where you will write. Okay, so if you were hosting okay, so if you're hosting an event at your school, how you would get students to attend it? One second. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so the third part is okay, so the third part is if you were hosting an event at your school, how would you get students to attend it? You can write like you will make banners or you will make videos, you will add a post on your LinkedIn or social media handles. Okay, so from a tip from my side is like that when you're writing these answers, you should make a video of recording yourself telling these answers, because when you will record and tell to the while submitting, the reviewer will make sure that yeah, really you are enthusiastic and you want to be a part of this program. So yeah, I encourage all of you to fill this form. Okay, so what is Git really? I want to ask you, anybody of you, you can write it in the chat box.
Guys, be interactive with us so that we can also get the opinion of yours.
I think you have used Git before. Anybody?
Yes, I have.
No,
Okay,
not
so
yet.
anybody who have used, you can tell.
Right now, in my perspective, I think it's just for uploading our project in it, and we can get, I think, a free link where we can show or showcase a project.
Yeah, we can also interrupt in other open source projects.
Yeah, you are really correct. Great. Okay.
No,
Git is a
actually, yeah.
version control system. That
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what
okay.
we are expecting. Yeah.
So, good evening, Vedant. I would also like to add some information about Git.
Yes,
Actually,
Ronit.
Git, myself, Ronit, to remember me.
Yeah. Of course, man.
Actually, GitHub is also a web hosting service.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
this, we can use version control and upload our projects like programming code, and we can also pull some project requests from it, and we can modify it, and again we can upload it, and that's also very helpful for us.
Yeah, that's very correct, Ronit. Thank you.
Welcome, bro.
Okay, so anybody else? So you all are clear, but somewhere you are just not getting the difference between Git and GitHub. Many of you are telling like what is GitHub, right? So we'll just clear all the doubts. Okay, so what is Git? A distributed version control system for tracking changes in source code during software development. Okay, so let me give you an example, right? If you
Hello, Yashika. You're not audible.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Okay.
So what is Git? Git is a distributed version control system for tracking changes in source code during software development. Okay, so let me give you one example. Okay, you and your team have gone to a hackathon and you have created a very nice app. Okay, then according to the hackathon requests or specification, you are asked to add some feature on that app. Okay, so now when you were asked to add some feature, you made changes in the code. You made changes, but after making changes, you assured that okay, these changes are not working for you. Your app crashed or your app breaks out. So what will you do then? Okay, so this is the main thing, like you don't have the previous code intact. Yeah, you have made changes and you have a combined code and you don't have the previous code. So what will you do then if you don't have Git? So when you are maintaining Git is already tracking your changes. Okay, Git is telling you like, okay, these changes you had made earlier, now you are moving to another changes and committing it to it. Git works like all tracking all your changes, making previous change. Like in this example, without version you cannot. It is directing only in the forward direction. The first version 1, version 2 without Git obviously. It is not directing in the backward direction. What does it mean? Like you cannot direct back to the previous version, but when you're using it you have all the changes intact. You know that which version, who made the change, when he made the change, in which folder and in which directory he made the changes. So you get all the information while using it. Okay, so it is in the diagram, there's a working directory, a staging area, and a repository. So what is working directory? Working directory is a place where you have maintained your code or you have written your code. You have maintained your files. That is a working directory. When you make some changes in your working directory, you add it to the staging area. Stages adding to the staging area assures that okay, you are making these changes, you have made added some more files, and from that staging area when you're committing it, you have to make sure, when you're committing it you have to make sure like really you have to make these changes as saved. So while committing, git commit is usually you like run when you save the changes, and then the changes are on your repository. So we can imagine a repository. Let's consider a repository as a wedding album. Okay, wedding album. It has all the functions, memories, like who, what person have came and which person have came, and all the function memories, right? So repository is also like this only. We have all the history of the changes we had earlier, so we can get back to them. If we don't like the current changes, we can track back to any change which would help us. So repository is like this only. I hope you understood how the code from the working directory to the staging area and then finally to a repository comes. These are the git commands which help you do these changes. Like git minus minus version will give you the current version of git you are using. Git init is to use initiate a repository, and the git config, basically these two commands, user.name and user.email, helps you to set up a git profile. Git status will give you the status of all the changes you have added earlier, or and that they are not added. You have made the changes but that not added or added. So these are more further commands, and so let us practically see these commands. Okay, so this is a software learn Git branching. You can also use the software to understand Git and its commands better. We'll share the link if you want it, but you can just write directly learn Git branching and you will get this software. So you can see you can see in the screen C0, C1 and the main. Okay, so first of all, C0, C represent a change. C represent a change, C0 represent no change, and C1 represent that you have made one change. Okay, let's consider it like that only. So now and the main is a branch. Okay, I am working on the main branch currently. That's why that asterisk mark is on the main branch, because I'm working on that main branch. And if I make a commit like get commit, you can see I made another change, C2. This time I have two changes now. Okay, now let's make one more commit just to make sure, like, okay, so I am working in a main branch. I am working in a main branch, and yeah, you solved it. Right, you have made commits. You can practice these things learning this software like Git branching, and it makes your things easy. Now let me make one more branch, Git branch test. Okay, Git branch test. Now I'll make a it oh, okay, so I have to work on now test branch. I don't want to work on the main branch, so I'll do git checkout test. You can see the asterisk came on the test branch, so now I'll work on the test branch. Okay, now git commit. Okay, now you can see how it divided from the main branch, because now I am making changes on my test branch. All these changes are getting tracked, you can see. Okay, I'm not merging any change here. I'm just making changes on different branches. This is what Git helps you to do. Let us make, okay, now let's get back to main branch. Okay, I've made one more branch. Now I'll do git commit. Okay, now you can see I made a change on the main branch. That's why it came there. Okay, now I'm not working with the test branch. Now I'll make one more branch just to ensure, like, okay, if I don't want to use a main branch or a test branch, I'll make now test to my branch on which I will do changes. Okay, I'll do one more change, git commit. You can see now I made the changes on the test2 branch. Okay, let's make one more commit. Okay, now let's just get back to main, because if I don't want the C7 and C8 changes, I'll get back to the test2 branch. Okay, I am now on the main branch. Now let us merge main branch with test. You can see, Vedant, can you remove that? Okay, you can see I have discarded all the changes which I have made on C7 and C8. You can see how we are playing with the versions, or how we are playing. I have only took C4 and C5 changes and merged it with C9 and C10. I just have removed this branch. If I don't want any change, I can do that. And you can also use this software. This is very user friendly. You can learn it from this. Okay. So let's back to PPT. Okay. So if you understood Git, can you just put a thumbs up in the chat section, so I would know, like, okay, if you're understanding. There are 61 people, right? Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, Shashika, you are audible. Guys,
So
please,
no,
please just be interactive. Like, if
nobody
you
putting.
understood, just put yes, or if you not understand, just put no. We will repeat if you want.
Yeah, because main aim is to understand like things. Okay, so So you all understood, right, that Git is the version control system. We play with changes. If we want to take a particular change forward, we just merge it with other branches. Okay, cool.
Okay, great.
If you have any doubt, you can also write that in the comment chat section. Okay, now let's start with GitHub. Okay, so GitHub is a provider of internet hosting for software development. Like you have a project, say it is a ML project, you have web development project, there are many projects. Okay, so you need to show it to the world, like, okay, I've made this project, I have unique features in it, I want to give its access to more of my friends. So what will you do? You will put that code in your GitHub. Internet hosting for software development and version control using Git. You can use Git commands and push all your code in GitHub. It offers the distributed version control and source code managing functionality. Okay, so in online, if we have to work like in tech companies or any company or any project, when we look at, many people work on their own desktop or laptop. So how they'll work together if one person had only the code and other person don't have the code, so how you will add more features or the components? Simply, for example, they are building a website, so one person will build the header, other person will build the footer, and say user B will build just a form, HTML CSS form. So how will build? They have to share the code, they have to share a platform on which they can work combinedly. So GitHub will provide them this service. Okay, so let us go to Git. Okay, so this is github.com, and from in the left hand side we have all the repositories which I have worked on, or which I've made myself. You can search any person on this. You can search the repositories and many things. You can go to pull request. How many pull requests have you made till now, or on which project you are working? Pull request will be explained by Vedant in further session. Okay, so these are all the pull requests created. Okay, they are you can see there are multiple projects. There is New Algo, there is Kuraku, Doc2Pen. These are all the multiple projects which Vedant was excited to work on, right? So you can work on multiple projects just by opening an issue and making some code changes and then making a pull request for the reviewers to review his code. You have your profile. Also, I've shared a project where you can make this readme profile special repository, and I hope many of you had also shared that. Okay, so you have overview section which will give you all your repositories, all your projects, all your works. Okay, now let's also see Git student developer pack. Okay, Git provides this service. Okay, first of all, let's make a new repository. We can get back to.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's make a new repository. First, see how the repositories are made. Okay, let's make my first repository. Okay, you have to choose a name that have not been chosen by you before. You have to provide a description, a simple description. You can make it private or public to people to see your code. You can add readme file, anything. And then you can create a repository simply. And how you can add code to this repository would be explained by Vedant. Now, these are all the commands. You don't have to learn all these commands just to add your code or something. There's nothing to learn in this, right? By using it, you will be like used to all these things. Okay, so now let's see student developer pack, I think. So student campus expo. Okay, so GitHub student developer pack is must essential. I and Vedant both have this pack because it provides a lot. As we are developers, we need so many tools, and not just for coding. Many of the graphic designers also can take this pack. Like it gives you a Canva subscription. It gives you DigitalOcean. It gives you credits, platform credits, Microsoft Azure, and it also gives you name.com on which you can host your website. Yeah, so this is a must like everybody should take this pack. It's providing us for free and it is for students. And how you can get the pack, just simply have to provide some details, and also the most important thing, that you have to give the college verified ID, because it is only available to the students who have been enrolled in a program. So you can take this
College.
pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a college degree. Okay, so one thing I want to say, that whenever you download Git Bash, you have to run both these commands, user.name and user.email, because you have to set up your that like that there, because nobody then can access it. Okay, you have to give your whatever your name is and your email ID. Okay, so Git versus GitHub. Okay, so Git, now you understood what is Git and what is GitHub. Git was like a version control system where we just shuffled the branches, or the changes which we want to take further or not. So Git is installed and maintained on a local system, whereas GitHub is cloud based. It is okay. So Git is installed on your local system, and also you can share your code and give all the power to make revisions or edits in GitHub. And in Git you can it sets Git apart, is like it have a branching model. You can make branches, you can make changes to your code, while GitHub is a cloud based hosting service. Okay, now I'll handle the further session to Vedant to explain all the open source platforms and what is open source, how to deploy and contribute. So, okay, Vedant, over to you.
Thank you, Ashika, for the session. Hello, everyone. Myself, Vedanjan. And first of all, I want to say that pardon my English. Yeah, let's start with the session. So, what I will be covering is, first of all, about open source. Then, second is deploying and hosting your website on GitHub using Git. And third is contributing to open source. Okay, so what is the open source? So, as Tom described, open source is a source code that is made freely available for possible modification and redistribution. Like you can access it at all. Like I will be explaining by giving you an example. Don't worry. So open source contribution consists of two main components. One is open source organization, and next the second is open source contributors. So open source organization is organization or might be umbrella organization that owns the particular source code or a particular project. Okay, and who are open source contributor? Open source contributor are like us, are programmers or developers who are modifying the code in the open source project. Simply like we are contributors, as term suggests that we will contribute to open source project. Okay, so like suppose let me give you an example. So suppose this is an open source project that is being hosted in GitHub. Okay, so this is the project name is HashUp. Okay, and you can see that the whole source code is being available freely. You can see what is source code, like what they have written. All things are there. Okay, all the CSS file, all the JavaScript file. You can see which language they have used, so that you can compare that you are really fit in this program or not. Okay, so now let me give you an example. Like suppose they have this project, they have just simply made this website, and this cool website you can see, and like you want to add a feature in this. So like this only. So suppose
Vedant, sorry for the interruption. Um, yes, everybody, Vedant's screen is visible to me. Prakriti cannot see your screen. So yeah, it is visible to me and as well as many of us. So Prakriti, will you check it once again?
Is it with Yashika only or any other also?
No,
Because
it
I
is
have
visible
explained
to
them very
me.
much. Yeah. So please
Mm,
give a thumbs up if the screen is
yeah,
visible.
if the screen is visible, so we can make sure like okay, it
Okay,
is
okay.
visible. Okay,
I
thank
have
you
a
so
heart attack.
much.
Okay, I got heart attack for a time because I have covered one topic only. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So where I was, yeah. So let me give you an issue. Like if we are scrolling down, we can see this we can see this animation. We can see this animation. Okay, we can see this animation, but we cannot see this animation. It is not doing like it is a bug. So what is bug? Bug is simply nothing but a function that is not working properly. Okay, so then you go back to the organization and what will you say to organization that there is an issue? There's an issue with like you will raise an issue like I I want to wait a minute. I want to contribute to this website as the animation of contact form is not working. You can submit a new issue. Okay, so it will message the organization that yeah, someone called name Vedant Jain have raised an issue that he want to work and contribute to this website as the animation of contact form is not working. So the organization will first of all let them clear that is it a valid issue or not, and then will assign you with this issue. Okay, so they will discuss with you like what will you implement this, so what are code you will going to implement. Okay, then they will assign you for this project. Then you will start working on this project locally, and then you have set all the things that you have solved the issue. Then you will make a PR is nothing but a pull request let the organization know that you have modified the code and you an organization can review it like it is just a reminder to organization that my part is done. Now you can see you can see my code and review it. If it is good looking good to you, you can merge it or give a review on the basis of that. Then organization will review your code, and if the code is really very good and it is solving the issue, then they will merge to the main branch. And hence congratulations, you have contributed to open source, and this whole process is known as open source contribution. So I guess I am clear to all. If yes, please put thumbs up, or if any doubt about open source contribution, do like
Okay. So it is just a discussion on how open source actually works. Like you search a bug and you pull a issue. He
yeah.
will be telling you how to work now in that, how to make a pull request in general. You will all be contributing.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Akshit. Thank you, Prashant, Arya, Varun. Thank you so much. Thank you, Surikant. Thank you, yes. So now let me discuss you with the main, like, wait, with the open source programs that is being held throughout the years. So first is Digital Ocean Hacktoberfest that is being hosted by GitHub official. Now second is GSOC. It is most famous programs of open source, I guess. So it is GSOC, like it is being hosted by Google, and guess what? It gives you a stipend of $1,500, $1,500 USD. It's around 2 lakh rupees. You will work for 3 months for organization that will participate in the program. Okay, the next is MLH Fellowship, that is Major League Hacking Fellowship. It is being hosted by Major League Hacking, and it guess what? It also gives you a stipend of $5,000 USD. And the next is GSOD, so it is Google Summer of Docs. It is also being hosted by Google. official, and the next is outreach. So, if you're a beginner to open source contributions, and if you think that these five programs are tough to you, I highly recommend you to start as a beginner with Girl Script Summer of Code and DevScript Winter of Code. So they held occasionally in the month of May to like in summer break and in winter break. And it is like me and Jessica has already been participated in Girl Script Summer of Course, and we have a decent ranking there. So and we have also got very knowledge about the open source contribution, really very knowledge. Yeah, Yashika, are you accepting my thought?
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay, so now let me tell you the benefit of contributing to open source. So first is hands-on experience with working on a live project. So it is the best point you will find out that you will get a ton of knowledge, ton of experience working on live projects with mentors. The second is stipend. As I have said that Google and like MLS gives you like 5,000 USD dollar, 2,000 USD dollar. So I think in student life, like in 4 years of engineering, like earning this amount of money is really very cool. The next is community and connection building. You will communicate with the mentors around the world. So of course you will get connected to mentors. The fourth point is a small contribution makes a big difference to million of users who use open source software daily. Like you and me have used VLC Media Player in Windows 7. So I want to let you know that VLC Media Player is being a open source software. That is, VLC Media Player has been made by us only, like a student like us only. They have participated in Google Summer of Code, and like a student have contributed the code there, and we have all used it. Like our code can be benefited to the society. How responsible thing is this? No. So the fifth point is no necessary coding required in some like I have said like Google Summer of Docs just required documentation model. So it does not require technical skills. So like if you worried about I am from non-technical branch, how can I contribute to open source? Like this platform, like GSOD platform is for you. Okay. So now let us come to our next and very interesting topic, that is deploying and hosting our website in GitHub using Git. So I guess all you are ready with this. If you
Um,
are, so please thumbs up. Hi Vedant, Yashraj Pachori. Hi Vedant. I think we are more comfortable with Hindi rather than English. Okay, bro. But Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program are not comfortable with that. But I will make sure that, like I have said, that pardon my English, man. Okay, Arya,
to
thank you,
make
Arya.
sure like you are ready with your prerequisites, GitHub,
So
Git, and the Visual Studio Code.
sir, please make everyone attendee. I make someone is removing from meeting. Okay, Yashika, please.
Okay, I'll make sure that.
Okay. Thank you, Sanjeev, for letting us know that. So no issue. Yasraj Pachori. Okay. Thank you, Yasraj. So now let us come to the next topic, that is deploying and hosting the website. So what is deploying? So deploying is nothing but moving your local code into the GitHub repository. Okay, and hosting, you know that like after hosting you will get a URL. You can share with your friend, with your family, you want to share. Okay, so now I guess if you are connected with mobile, it is good because by like you can parallelly work on the project, and you can parallelly work and host and deploy your website into the GitHub using Git. Akshit Narang, can you please provide the recording of the seminar for later? Yeah, sure. Okay. So first of all, you have to go to the GitHub. I guess you have a profile in the GitHub. So first of all, you have to make a new repository. Okay. So I'm naming it as my first website. Okay, and you can give description. So this is my first website, and I'm making it as publicly, and you can create repository. Okay, so yeah, so we have created repository, and you can see GitHub have provided you a complete command you need to run for deploying your code into the repository. Like these 6 commands are very necessary for you to understand. So like you can just copy it and paste it on Git because these command only we are running. We are going to run. Okay. So first of all, go to the folder where your whole source code is. Like my source code is like index.html, readme style .css, and JavaScript file. Okay. So I think you are ready with the prerequisite because we are going to deploy the website using Git. So okay. So first of all, right click there and click on Git bash here. Okay. Anyone wants to say something?
If you get stuck at any of the step, you make sure like to write it in the chat box, so we'll clear it out.
Okay, okay, of course, of course, of course. So the first step is like if you stuck anywhere, I have already said that GitHub has provided you all the basic commands you need to run in Git to migrate your local code into the GitHub repository. So these are 6 commands. So first of all, you have to write git init. Okay, so git init. So it creates a new local Git repository in your local environment. Okay, then second is git add dot. So this command add files you want to deploy, and in this case, I want all the files to deploy. So I write dot. If you want that some particular file, like in this folder, I just if you want this index.html, so like you can like this only. So get dot add index.html, but I just want that my whole code should be add to this repository. So I just get add it, and then the next command is git commit minus m and your commit message. That is my first commit. Okay, on branch nothing too much, nothing to commit. Okay. So, so now you have to write this command like git branch minus m main. Okay. So git branch are act as a pointer to snapshot of your changes. Okay. So I think I have not explained you git commit. So git commit command is used to save your changes to a local repository. So as we have initialized local repository means after this command, your local repository is ready with the files you want to deploy in your GitHub repository. Okay, so these are some basic steps. So we have first of all initialized our GitHub local repository. Then we have added the files in our repository. Then we have committed with the commit message, and we have make a branch that is main branch. Okay. So now we all are set with our local repository. We have initialized repository, added files, committed the files, and have branch. Now the next step is to let Git know in which GitHub repository your local repository files should be deployed. Like I think I'm really messy, but let me give you a straight example. Like you want to deploy here ना, you want to deploy here. So Git को कैसे पता चलेगा कि आपको यहाँ पे deploy करना है? So you have to add this code like git remote add origin. Like आपकी जो git local repository है, आप उसको ये जो ये आपकी GitHub repository है, उसको एक origin मान के आप अपनी पूरा code यहाँ पे भेजोगे. So for Yasraj, I have said in Hindi only. So now you have to just copy it. You can paste it over here and hit enter. Okay, So then you have to push the commands, like you have to push all the changes, all the files to this GitHub repository. So this git push is like, you can say, a green signal to our Git, like, yeah, we are ready with the code, and you can just put it in the GitHub. Okay, so git push minus u origin main. I guess it will take some time. Yeah, so deploy process, and now guess what? What you are expecting, like 1, 2, 3, and if you refresh the page, my whole code is here in my GitHub repository, as I have said. Like you can see that my contributor folder is there, my README folder is there, my index folder is there. All the files what um, I want to see here in the GitHub is there only. Okay. So this is deployment process. So as I have said, what is deployment process? Deployment is nothing but to migrate your local repository files to your GitHub repository file. Okay. Now deployment is done. Now for hosting, it is a pretty simple process. Make sure that your home page should named as index.html. Make sure this, because so many times students just uh, do this error. Okay. So now the next step is go to settings, scroll down here, and you will see pages. You will see pages. So in GitHub pages, like GitHub pages is designed to host your personal, organized, or project pages from a GitHub repository. So it is a GitHub hosting service that GitHub provides. Okay. So source, like in which branch you want to host your website. So you have to select main and just save it. And you can see that you have your site is ready to publish at HTML. Like this is URL you can share with your friends, anyone. So like you have hosted your website and deployed your websites. Congratulations to all. So like if I refresh this website, it will take 2 to 3 minutes time.
Yeah. Okay, so what is hosting? Um, like
Okay, hosting. Like, yeah. So wait a minute. Who is asking about it? Like, what is hosting exactly? So like hosting, you can say host. Like hosting is
you are
nothing
pushing
but,
your code. You are pushing your code to the.
yeah, Yashika, you want to
If
say
you
something?
want to just okay, so Swastik, take an example. You are making a website. Okay, a website that is helping other people, or okay, you're making a hospital website. In that website you can get all the hospital names, and you can get the information about the hospital, its location. So how people will access that website of yours? You have to host it somewhere, you have to make it public. So like you cannot give all of your code to all of your code to everyone, right? You have to make it available for the people to see it. So you have to host it according you have to host your code. There are many hosting services. GitHub is free, so like you can host here also.
So like
And
hosting is nothing but you can see like what you have coded, like what you have make website locally, how you will present this to others you want to share. Like if you want to share your friend, how will you share it? It's not like you will share the code and you will set them like just open with Visual Studio Code and open live server and then you see it. No, this is a long process. So hosting is nothing but you are just आपकी जो भी पूरी वेबसाइट है आपने जो लोकली बनाई है, आप वो दूसरों को शेयर करोगे तो आपको एक यूआरएल चाहिए रहता है। जैसे अपन देखते हैं कि www डॉट अपन कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं, जैसे github.com लिख लें। तो हाउ दे वो कैसे काम करती है, वही होस्टिंग होती है कि दे हैव मेड द प्रोजेक्ट, दे हैव मेड ऑल द projects like HTML file, CSS file, and they have deployed this in any server. Server क्या होता है? Server, like you see the HTTPS, www. So these are the server. जो लाइक यू विल एक्सेस, उसके बाद जो भी चीज आएंगी वो सब जो लोग मतलब जो ने जिसने भी होस्ट किया रखा है, लाइक आई एम ऑल्सो मैसी, सपोज, वेट अ मिनट, आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग टू, सपोज ये मेरे लोकल सिस्टम है, ठीक है, लोकल में है, मेरे को आपको शेयर करना है, हाउ विल आई शेयर? आई विल शेयर जस्ट बाय होस्टिंग इट। होस्टिंग इज लाइक, देखो ये मेरे को यूआरएल मिल चुका है, लेट मी गिव
And if you are
URL.
clear, Swastik, if you are clear with it, you can just give a thumbs up.
लाइक ये एक होस्टिंग सर्विस गिटहब प्रोवाइड करता है, लाइक यू कैन डिप्लॉय योर कोड इनटू गिटहब एंड यू विल गेट अ यूआरएल। तो सिंपली यू कैन ये समझ सकते हो कि होस्टिंग मतलब होता है कि आपने जो कोड लिखा है आपको उसका यूआरएल मिल रहा है, सिंपल सा। तो दिस इज नथिंग बट अ होस्टिंग।
Okay, okay.
So, sir, it means to share the final thing with the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
same thing what I'm saying.
Yeah, Swastik, why you write code? While you will write a lot of code, you will make something out of your code. You will solve a problem, real life problem, or somebody is not getting access to the hospital. So you will make a website according to that, right? So how people will access your website? Through hosting. You will host your code just.
And
Okay.
just
Thank you.
hence, matlab, GitHub provides you a hosting services like many, like if you want to have a .com, so you have to purchase .com website, .com domain. So domain is like another topic. Like after you see like in this thing, this is domain. Like you can see that org is there, .js, it is domain. And what is HTTPS? It is a service. And what is this? This is your, you can say like, मैंने मैंने अपनी जो होस्ट करेंगे उसका नाम रहेगा यहाँ पे कि by searching this particular like first server, then my GitHub, my name, and then domain, you can visit my website and you can access it. So this is hosting.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay, now let's.
Okay, so now
You should share that hash up thing where like that website where all of the participants can contribute.
okay, so hello Yashika, if we are beginner in programming and new to GitHub, from where to
Start. Okay. So let me take this issue. Till then, Vidhan, you should open that website in which all the participants can contribute if they want.
Okay, so I have shared one website that I have just, मतलब मैंने जो अभी host किया है वही website मैंने share की है, like you just have to click this.
Okay, and
so this is sample website which I have made for you all. Okay, so if you can see, just click a thumbs up in the chat if you can access it.
And then you can also share the codes from there. They will be able to fork it and clone in their local host.
Yeah. Don't worry. Okay, Prashant, Varun.
Okay, so Shraddha, if you are a beginner and you want to use Git and GitHub, if you want to use that, you should have a code, right? You should have a code to publish it, to put it in like globally for the people to see your code. So first of all, you can learn a skill or something like any language. You can
That's
make
exactly.
a project on it. Simply, you can make a hello world also. You can make a text file also, right? You make a folder. In that folder you can just make your text file. Then as Vedant has shown how to publish it in your local host, or you can do that and simply you can add it to. But the GitHub hosting will only be shown like if you have a proper website. Like you can learn HTML, CSS, you can build simple boxes of forms, and you can then use the GitHub service to like share that. And just for starting purpose, you should build small projects like a hello world project or something like that through HTML, CSS, or whatever language you are interested in.
Yeah. Like let me give you an example what a GitHub is. Like you all use social media handles like uh, आप वहाँ पे पोस्ट डालते हो अपनी फोटोज की पोस्ट डालते हो so GitHub is nothing but post of your code, post of your work you have done, technical post you are hosting in GitHub. Okay, so that like company can any company can find out, yeah, okay, Shraddha Gupta is working on this project, she knows this much language, so yeah, she is really very great candidate for our company. So like these things matters. Okay, so that's why we want that you all you should first learn a skill, then use GitHub and Git to share others your code. Okay, so the next process is I guess contributing to open source. Okay, so I guess I have make a project using HTML CSS that is basically a portfolio. How can I host that? Please tell. So Abhishek Nagar, I just recently told you that the whole process. First, you have to make a repository. Then you have 6 commands. So first, in it, you have to initialize the Git repository. Then second is add dot. Then commit. Then branch. Then remote add origin. And finally, you have to push the code. Okay,
You
so
will
this is
all
deployed.
that you will get all these commands whenever you will make a new repository. So
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about that. You have to learn these commands. Just make a repository, and according to the commands that you have been provided, follow these commands, and you will be just able to and go to the settings section where you will click page section. Then you will be given a link where you will be getting access to all whatever code you have made through web HTML and CSS.
It is really very easy, man. Really
Okay.
very easy. So I guess let us proceed with the next topic, that is contributing to open source. Okay. So first of all, you have to click the website which I have shared. Like I am sharing once again. Okay. I have shared this website. You just have to click, and you will be redirected to this type of website. Okay. So first of all, you have to click the contribute, and you will redirect to the repository, the open source repository where you will work all the things. Okay. So first, and for your sake, like for आपकी benefit के लिए, I have listed all the commands you have to run, like all the guidelines you have to follow to contribute to this particular repository. Okay. So first step, like इसके साथ में करते आऊँगा. The like first step is fork this repository. Okay. So you have to fork it. So like as this is my repository, I can't fork it. So but you got an option of forking it. So you first have to fork it. Okay. Then click the code button and copy this path. Copy this path. Okay. Then come to your desktop. I guess. Okay. So this is my desktop. Then just you have to git bash here.
If everybody is following, you should follow, because in the project, uh, whoever will contribute will have a name on this project which Vedant
Yeah.
has recently shown. So
Yeah.
if
You
you're
will be a
contributing,
contributor.
you'll see.
Like you can see this website. Like wait a sec. Wait a minute. Mm.
Yeah, you go to the pages section and you will get your published website.
So
Okay.
you will be featured here in this section. Like as you can see, this my logo is here. So whomsoever will contribute to this particular project will be getting featured on this website.
If you're
Okay.
contributing, just follow the steps.
Okay. So the steps are like फिर से मैं बताऊंगा. So first of all, you have to fork it. So I got 2 forks here. Congratulations. So then you have to clone the website. So the command is like clone it. The command, like you have to first of all you have to copy this path. Okay. Then in Git, you have to write this command git clone and paste this command here. Cloning is nothing but downloading the source code from GitHub into your local environment. Okay. So you can see that like I have to first of all cd my first website. Okay. So this is nothing but to navigate to a particular folder. Then you can see this that I have this my first website, like the I have cloned the whole repository in my locally. So यहाँ पे जो पूरा code है, you can see it over here only. Okay. Now the next step is git remote add upstream. So you just copy it and you just paste it over here. Okay. So I have already told you why we use the remote add upstream. Okay. Now the next is git pull upstream main. So pull command, I guess I have not discussed before. So this command used to fetch and update your local repository, comparing with the original repository. Like if like you just have to update your local repository with the current repository. So git pull command is for that only. Okay. Then the next command is git checkout -b, like to create your branch. Okay. Git checkout -b, and you want to what you want to name branch, you can name it. Like I am naming it as Vedant Jain. Okay, switch to main branch. Now the eighth step is perform your desired changes to the code base. So let me open with the Visual Studio. Wait for a second.
You will go to the directory and you will just
yeah. So just you have to open with code. Okay, so you can see all the code here. Like you can see index.html, and you can see readme.md, you can see style.css, app.js. So these are some basic files of web development. Okay. Now for contributing to particular repository, you need to create a new file. Like you can name that anything you want. Like I'm naming it Vedant Jain .md. Okay. Vedant Jain.md. And here you have to write two things: name, that is Vedant Jain. The second is username of your GitHub profile. Mine is Vedant Jain 03, and the college from where you are. Like I'm from Gyananga Institute of Technology and Science, Jabalpur. And the last is feedback. So how you like the session?
So you can also do this thing after the session if you're not currently I'll provide you the recorded thing. So yeah, you will able to follow the steps afterwards, this after the session if you want.
Okay. So yeah, आपने changes कर चुके हैं, and then you just have to save it. Okay. You have done changes in the repository. Okay, so मैं ये basic बता रहा हूँ, but in big programs, in big repository, you will be contributing to some types of you will contribute to this home section or anything features you want to. Okay, तो ये एक simple सा चीज है, like getting up your first contribution. Okay. So the next step is git add dot. So as I have already discussed, what is git add dot is just add your whole file, what you have changed into the branch. So git add dot. Okay. Then you have to commit it -m with the relevant message you want to. Let's say I want like uh, file edit. Okay, and you can see this. So and I want just git push -u origin and what you are which branch आपको यहाँ का पूरा नेम लिखना पड़ेगा branch का. You will just paste it over here. Oh, sorry, not brackets. Okay, so it is working completely fine. You can see the message over here. Create a pull request, like all the things we have done with the Git part, and you can see this pop up here. I can see like so you just have to compare and pull request. Okay, you just have to add any message you want to add, and just create a pull request. You can see here like in pull request my pull request has been added, so file added. Okay, so then as I am the maintainer of this particular repository, I will be reviewing your code and merge pull request into the main section. So I will be confirm your merge and hence so it is merged. Yep, this purple color gives you a immense self confidence, man. Like आप जब बड़ी उसमें करोगे जब आपको बहुत सही लगेगा. Okay. So like as you can see, this is just a open source contribution. So like I can see that 3 people have already spoke it, and I guess they are in the path. So yeah, this is all about the open source contribution. If any doubts are there, just please let us know.
It's not like working with these is not a tough procedure. When you'll do things, you will get know more of these, and you will be just become confident after doing all these things. And if you are really enthusiastic to work as a software engineer or something in the tech field, you should have know all these things. Like, and I don't expect all of you like to just get all these things in one go. Yeah, it will take time. Obviously, when I started learning this, it took time, and we learned according. When we practiced, we learned these things. So as you know, practice makes man perfect, right? So it's not like that we already know all these things from the beginning. We also practiced a lot. We asked the doubt from our seniors or friends, and then we are at this stage where we are teaching you all.
You
So
can
yeah.
see in my profile like I have joined GitHub in January, and like it's around 5 months. Or like GitHub is really very amazing to me. Like it really fascinates me, and like you can see my contribution here. So like if you started with the GitHub, it will take time. Anything that is big will take time, and just don't worry because हम भी beginner थे पहले भी हम लोगों ने भी कुछ सीख सीख के यहाँ पे आए. So if we can do it, you can also do it.
Yeah, you can also. Any doubts, you can post it in the chat section, so we will be able to answer, and then we'll wind up the meeting as it already took.
Any doubts you have, like anything
Yeah, any
else?
doubts if you want to ask, or if you will further ask us, so you can just write. And if you are done with this session, you don't have any doubts, then let's wind up and by a thumbs up. So everybody do. Okay. I'm. Yeah, you will get recording. I will ensure that you all will get recording. Okay, thank you so much. It was a great pleasure teaching you all some things, adding value to the community, because we have also learned from somewhere. And I also encourage you all to to enroll to the ML Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program. I really mean it, because you will learn a lot from that.
What kind of contribution are we supposed to make? Any contribution, man. Any contribution.
You can make a contribution like writing a technical concept also. Like we have seen Google summary of docs. Like you can make the contribution in documents. You can, if you know C++ or any basic language, you can take a project and make a document if you don't know the code. Right. So you can make any contribution.
Anything you can make, man. Anything.
Yeah. Also, it is for the graphic designers. Many of the graphic designers just post something, take an issue from a website, and they make vector art. They make vector art for the website. So it is for everyone. Open source is openly available. Okay. So thank you.
Any doubts regarding technical field? Anything you want to ask us? Like you can ask anything.
Okay,
about
and if you
data
really
sets,
make your
anything you can.
make your way in big tech companies like Google and all, so you have to start coding. Somewhere in the point you will require these technical skills if you want to grow as a software developer engineer. Okay, so you have to do these things, and you can ask any doubters anytime. We will continue posting some great ideas in the WhatsApp group too. So if you want, you can access it from there also. So thank you so much, everyone. So
Thank you so much.
think-
एक minute. What are the tools in GitHub student pack? Okay.
Pack.
Yashika, can you please?
Okay. In student, in
Wait,
GitHub.
wait. Can we earn money through our code on GitHub? Yes, you can, and no, you can't. Like GitHub पैसे नहीं देता, bro. People see your code and they can sponsor you. Like we have like in GitHub there are so many
Open source programs can provide you stipend when you
they have sponsors. Yeah. GitHub is just a platform, it's just a skill you need to know to for the open source contribution.
and
Okay.
it has its own benefits. Like you can search people, you can search any. Many of you are starting learning data structures and algorithms, which are much important for learning. So you have a lot of resources in GitHub. You can, if you are starting learning with C or C++, it have many repositories that will give you the code. Like, okay, you first start with hello world, then it will give you the code, and according to that you can learn. So it's not just doing on GitHub, it's also taking from GitHub, right?
Yeah. So I just want Yashika, please answer this question of
GitHub student developer pack, right?
yeah.
Okay, so we have also I am and Vedant have both took this pack, and it has it's as according to you, you can use this as per your choice. Like you can use.
You can see tag here
you can see
only,
the
like
tag,
highlight
tag.
pro.
Yeah. So you can use many of its features. It's already free over there. You can go through, explore. You can search it on Google, and yeah, you can go through all its benefits, all the free things it provide. Any more doubts? You should all take GitHub students pack, because yeah, why not?
It is free for all. So
yeah, just
engineers are being called to known as like free के लिए हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. Yeah.
Okay, so any doubts, or let's end the session. Okay.
Thank you so much for listening and understanding my English. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, let's end.